What is going on, everybody? SSB Paradox here, back with my best week ever. I've been hunting for 6 months, and I have never found this much stuff in one day for such a great price. This even beats, when I first started hunting, this even beats my $6 for 12 games and a Super Nintendo for $6. This week was just absolutely crazy. It was amazing, and I can't wait to get to show it all off to you guys. First, I'm going to go ahead and start off with some Goodwill finds. I did have some live footage for this, but I think I might actually only start doing live Goodwill hunting until the Goodwill, like, literally down the street for me opens up, and I can, like, go there every day on my walk to work. That's what I probably will, just, like, have my own separate Goodwill series. But the closest Goodwill to me now is, like, a 15 to 20 minute drive, so it's a ways away. But I was around the area, so I figured, why not stop by and, check it out. And I actually found some decent stuff. First thing I found was a PlayStation 1 game. Nothing special. I picked it up because they count PlayStation 1 games as CDs, so they're only $2 opposed to $4 for video games that they have. And it is boxing. And boxing is literally a $2 game. But, I'm actually, believe it or not, along with my GameCube collection, I would like a complete PlayStation 1 collection. That is one of my favorite systems. There are a lot of good RPGs and platformers on it, so I wouldn't mind a complete collection of that. Anyways, on to my next find. It is a Wii game, and I was actually going to pass this up because at the time the box was really dirty and there was no manual. And I actually set it back down, and I, considered looking it up, because I thought it might be worth something, and turns out disc alone actually goes for anywhere from $8 to $9, and complete in box it's $12. And I picked it up. It's Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and I took the case out, or the sleeve out to clean the case, and I put it in wrong. But I actually looked at the disc, and it is in pretty decent shape. Compared to the rest of everything. So I picked that up for $4, and then best Goodwill find, in my opinion. I don't actually own the system yet, but when I do, this will be a game I'll play. For the PSP, it's Final Fantasy Crisis Core, complete and in really good shape. Comes with the manual and everything. This apparently it's like basically Final Fantasy VII, what happened before that. So that would be really interesting to play, and I'm excited for that. But anyways, on to what happened today. Now today I was actually I wasn't planning on being in this area. I was actually going to go to a different community garage sale, but I just happened to be in the area. I had to stop at the bank, and there was a community garage sale, so I figured, why not hit it up? Maybe I'd see if there were a few sales before I go to the garage sales, the other community sale, but turns out I stayed in this one, because there was about 40 to 50 garage sales that I went to, and I scored quite well. At the second garage sale I found some stuff that wasn't too fantastic, but it's stuff in my collection that, I wouldn't mind. A game I've actually been wanting to play, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Platinum Hits for the Xbox 360, in perfect shape. Like, the manual is mint, comes with the map, and the disc is also mint as well. And then, let's see, disc only comes in like one of those like crappy GameStop cases, but Eternal Sonata, I don't know how you pronounce that, but the disc is in pretty nice shape as well. Both look like they've never even been played. I've actually not heard too many good things about this. It had decent ratings on IGN, but a lot of people said it was like slow paced or something. I don't know. It looked interesting. It's an RPG. Figured why not and try it out. But then actually at the next sale, I didn't find anything, but more than likely I will find something next week, because I talked to the lady, and it wasn't, she said she had video games, and she listed GameCube, Super Nintendo, like Nintendo, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, everything I love. And she said, here, let me give you my number and call me back next week, because they were her sons and they were out of town for the week. So she gave me her number, and she said that they were looking to sell pretty much all of it, which would be nice to come across. So hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed that goes through. I'll call him. I told her I'd call her next Saturday, and hopefully that will work out. Okay, on to the biggest find of the day. Now, they didn't have this stuff out. I walked up to the sale. I asked them, do you have any old video games for sale? And then they kind of looked at each other and they're like, well, we do have a Nintendo, but we're not sure if it'll work. We have a few games with it. So it's like, okay, just bring it out. Then they come out with this awesome case. It is an official Super Nintendo carrying case. This thing is awesome. I'm pretty sure it's official. I mean, she said she got it at a yard sale, oddly enough, but it looks official. Either that or someone did a really nice job. Either way, I'll be keeping that in my collection. Came out with this plastic bin right here, and came with the system on the bottom, as you can see right there. But it actually came with 2 systems. Now, she said the reason why she had 2 was because she doesn't think this one right here, the original one, doesn't work. And, you know, like, I haven't tested it yet, but it might not work. It's got a few chips right here. You can see right there. It's pretty yellow. There's some gum on the bottom. I'm just now noticing that. That's pretty gross, but you can hear that rattle. But even if that doesn't work, I don't care, because what else I got, the other system, that makes up for it. It is a Super Nintendo Mini. Now this is just awesome. It's in amazing shape. I barely even needed to clean it. It is just in fantastic shape. I'm not sure. I think it's more expensive. Price Charting doesn't exactly do a good job of like pricing their systems, but I'm pretty sure that's more of an expensive system since it was an aftermarket system. But anyways, that came with 3 controllers, or 4 actually, all of which were in pretty decent shape. 2 of them were just slightly yellowed, and this one barely has any yellowing at all. It's like in its nice gray color. And then 1 aftermarket controller, which I'm pretty sure won't work because there's like an exposed wire right there. And then it came with 2 power cords. One of them is taped up, so may or may not work. Again, I'm not sure. And then I think this is called an AV adapter. I'm not too sure. Finally have one of these for the Super Nintendo. But now we're gonna go to the games, which there was 25 games in here in total. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to that. Most of them were sports titles, but the ones that weren't really hit home. Alright, so and these actually range from either terrible condition, like duct taped, labels torn, to okay condition, label has a little bit of wear, to great condition. This one has a little bit of manual wear, but it's a NBA Jam Tournament edition. This is actually pretty uncommon. Well, not uncommon. I think it's just sought after sports title. I hear it's actually pretty good. So yeah, put that back. Then we got Super Tennis. Tetris 2. Super Pinball Behind the Mask. Madden NFL 94. Top Gear. Ken Griffey Jr. Major League Baseball. And that actually came with the manual, which is in a terrible condition, as you can see right here. Label, the front's all torn, water damage. It's just awful. But you know, manual's a manual. And I think enough a manual for Monopoly, but they didn't have the game. But I've never found any, I haven't found any manuals or boxes, so I'm definitely going to be keeping those, despite the condition. Space Invaders. And luckily this one is in the worst condition. I'd rather it be this one and not some of the other games, but NCAA basketball, and as you can see right there, just it's just completely torn off at the front or at the top. This one's a good one right here. Super Off-Road. Jeopardy Sports Edition. John Madden Football 93. Brunswick World Tournament Champions. Labels and torn up in the front. NBA Live 96. Wheel of Fortune Deluxe Edition. This one has the worst label condition. Scooby-Doo Mystery, as you can see right there, just completely torn off. Mario's Early Years Fun with Numbers. And this is where it starts getting good. We got The Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. I hear these Mickey Mouse, like Disney Capcom games are actually pretty fun, so I'll give that one a shot. This one I didn't know was uncommon until I looked up the price. Sid Meier's Civilization, a little bit of label wear on the top, but otherwise in good condition. This goes for about 20 bucks online, so I had no idea. It's pretty cool. Right, you can't have any Super Nintendo lot without your Super Mario World. Nor can you have it without Super Mario All-Stars. Now, this is funny. I actually purchased this game on eBay a couple days ago for eBay price because I wanted to play the sequel. Donkey Kong Country 2, Player's Choice Edition. Oddly enough, new Donkey Kong 1. This is a game I'm really excited to play. It's a Taito. It's like a shoot-up. It's like a shooter game, not a shmup. Darius Twin? It's either Darius or Darius. Alright, and then the two best games in the lot. This is a game I've wanted for a very long time. Really happy to finally add this to my collection and be able to play it. We got Mega Man X in fantastic condition. Like, absolutely immaculate condition. So definitely adding that to the collection. And then the absolute gem of the lot, the reason why I consider this the best day I've had so far, a game I have been wanting for a very, very long time. We got Super Mario RPG. I'm just so happy. Unfortunately, as you can see, there's a little bit of label damage on the top, and the top has a little bit of wear and tear right there. As you can see, the label starting to peel off. But I can't complain, especially when I heard the lady's price. Now, she actually took a while before she decided on the price, and I was tempted to offer her like 40 or 50 bucks for it, but she was like, "Is 20 too high?" And I'm like, "Nope," and I got the fuck out of there, because $20 for 2 systems and 25 games, which includes Super Mario RPG and Mega Man X, you can't beat that. And a Super Nintendo Mini, like, that's just, I'm super happy about that. But anyways, that's not the end of it, actually. I went to another garage sale, again, did not have anything out at the sale. I asked him, I was like, "Hey, do you have any video games?" And he had actually a lot of cool, like, antique toys, so I did have my fingers crossed. So I was like, "Yeah, I have some PlayStation 1 stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." And I went in the back, and I actually saw this. A Model 1 Sega Genesis with Mortal Kombat 2. Now, unfortunately, it is missing the AV outlet, which sucks, but you can buy those on eBay for $5 easy. I came with 2 controllers. And then he actually did also have some PlayStation 1 games and a few Xbox games that I will show you. The first of the Xbox games, we have Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, complete. And then the best one, Platinum Hits version of Crash: The Wrath of Cortex. Again, fantastic condition. Alright, and then some really good PlayStation 1 games. None of these were junky titles. A game I've been wanting to play for a while. We got Rayman, which I was actually surprised to learn loose disc is only $7. I thought it was like an $18, $20 game, but guess not. I mean, it's still, great thing to add to my collection. The game that I literally can never find any other games in the series, and I can only find this ever, loose disc. I found this is my third copy in the 5 months I've been hunting. We got Crash Bandicoot Warped. Again, this is the only Crash game I actually had in my personal collection before I started garage selling, and I can't find any other Crash games on the PS1, although I did find Wrath of Cortex, which is pretty nice. And then the best loose disc game, and the last one, we got Final Doom. Now this is awesome. It is it definitely is a part of the Doom game of the Doom franchise because Doom is in the Doom logo or whatever. But I looked it up and it's like $18 loose, which is really awesome. Then we're gonna go to the complete in-box games. I picked this one up because I had it, but this one mine isn't in as good of condition. We got the original Tomb Raider Greatest Hits version. And then two interesting games I've really never actually heard of or played. We got Dracula: The Last Sanctuary. Never heard of this game. It's a horror game on the PlayStation 1. Can't go wrong with those. But it's not worth more than Silent Hill. It's a $10 game. Still, can't go wrong. And then finally, we got Xena Warrior Princess. Now, I don't know why a middle-aged guy had this game. Maybe some questions unanswered. But I got all that for $20. So, again, score. And then, not quite final thing. I have a few other, small things after this, but, walk up to the sale and ask if they have video games, and she said she had a Nintendo, but she wasn't thinking that she'd want to sell it, so I was like, oh, maybe you have some of the games that you don't want to, play anymore? She was like, yeah, I'll go grab them, run in and grab some, and she brought out these 4. All of them I didn't have in my collection, otherwise I probably would have passed all of them. But they're all in amazing condition, too. So for the original Nintendo, we got World Class Track Meet. We got RC Pro-Am, Jaws, and then finally the best game. I've heard people say that this isn't the best of the series, but I hear it's still pretty good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I asked her how much she wanted. She said 15. I countered at 10, and then she was like, oh, well, I'm pretty sure they go on eBay for more. And I was like, okay, can you do 12? So that way it's an even number. And so she took it. So $3 a game for that isn't terrible. If they would have been better games, I probably would have taken 15 for them. But if a World Class Track Meet would have been stadium events, yeah, I would have taken $15 for that. But anyways, a few other minor things. But for most of you guys, that's pretty much it. Got this at a garage sale for $1. I don't know what exactly it is, but it had Pac-Man on the front. So, leave a comment down below. Tell me what this is. It says it was for Radio Shack on the back. So it might be one of those Radio Shack games or whatever. But it's pretty cool for $1. It doesn't turn on, but I think the battery's just going to be changed. And then I would not have picked this up since it's a PC game, but she gave it to me for free because she's like, oh, I don't know what it's worth. The Half-Life Platinum Collection. I don't know what this thing is worth either, but it's actually got TF Classic on it, and I'm a huge fan of Team Fortress 2, so that's really cool. And then it's got Half-Life Game of the Year, Half-Life Blue Shift, Half-Life Platinum Opposing Force, and then Half-Life Counter-Strike. But that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Definitely, because this was absolutely the best find I've ever had. and obviously the best find on this channel. But yeah, I am super stoked. 99% of those Super Nintendo games I did not have. I only had Mario World and All Stars and Donkey Kong Country 2. So those are actually up for trade. So, you know, if you want to hit me up, see if or you can buy them. You know, I'll charge probably like half of eBay, honestly, because eBay pricing can be kind of shitty. But if you want to hit me up for a trade, maybe, then by all means, go ahead and leave a comment down below. That Super Nintendo I'll probably sell online, honestly, if it works. I mean, if it doesn't work, I'll probably just give it to one of my friends, see if they want it. But yeah, literally, I'd say 90% of the stuff I got today I did not own, so I'm very happy about that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of the day, and good luck with your hunts. Take care.